factor in the fact that Gateway International is 520 feet of concrete in a very tricky patch of concrete, Mike.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And it's, like I said, just not with the Pro Mod cars, with all the categories. The right lane, if there's a problem, sometimes it wants to drive the cars over the wall a little bit, and that gives them fits. But as you said, the concrete ends at 520 feet here, a little bit soon, you know, shorter than normal. Normally it's about half track, which is 660 to 700 feet down track.
But it seems like, as you mentioned, with all the categories, there are a couple of briar patches kind of in that 520 feet. The starting line always pretty good here. Then you get out into some bald spots. Then you got a great racetrack again, but then you got to transition it on to the asphalt. And that's the challenge now for Mike Janis, a two-time IHRA Pro Mod champion, who's in the right lane. Over in the left lane, our inaugural Get Screen America Pro Mod winner, Kenny Lang, out of Canada.
Got a 2-4 round record in 4 appearances here. But now, Kenny Lang, remember, he won our first race out in Gainesville and then DNQ'd the next race in Houston. So that's just Pro Mod at its best, just out of control, just unpredictable.
A little wiggle.
Yeah.
Kenny Lang wiggled big time, but got it put back together, goes 6:08. Janis with problems, slows, goes 6:71. There's 31 and only 209, but Kenny Lang is moving on to the semis here in St. Louis.
Boy, tell me these guys don't have to drive these cars. Like you said, Kenny's car was really making a bobble in about that 60 to 100 foot area. As you mentioned, the rubber's not real good at that point. Right side, Mike Janis, watch him. He started getting sideways big time also after he lets the clutch out. As you said, the 60-foot area is pretty good. They can get that good launch, but then you see some tire shake out of both cars at that point, and they're starting to probably trying to pull the gear. Mike Janis shook the tires for a long ways. It looks like he might have tried to run it through low gear, and then when he pulled it, it came out of that tire shake, but it wasn't enough to get around Kenny Lang.
Down to the far, and here's Lauren.
Kenny Lang, we just watched your pass in the left lane. Now, this track has been rather tricky this weekend, and we saw you kind of over in and out. I've never taken a ride in a Pro Mod car. Can you take me through what that feels like?
Yeah, I mean, most of the rides in these cars can get out of control, and this weekend we've had a little bit of, got to work with the track. Every track's a little bit different. This weekend's been no different. It's been tricky to work with, and that run, typical run, it can, you got to be on your A game and be ready for it. And the car did move around and walk on. I had to pedal it and short shift and kind of keep it in the groove, but I used up some lane there, but we got down and it was safe and got the win.
See you in the semis.
Thank you.